Hey everyone, hope you guys are all doing well. Just made it through our 38th nickel box in total, and to be honest, I've sort of lost track of how many we've done over the holidays here. But this was probably my favorite one that I've done so far in the last couple of days. And I'll get into why in a bit, but let's start in with our 99.9% nickel nickels. There were 127 in total, which works out to be 6.35%. And the percentage was saved pretty much from one roll in particular where there was 1899.9% nickel nickels. So not too bad. I think my realistic expectations now are to get 99.9% nickel nickels between 6 and 8%. So a decent box there, but the great thing about this box is how we did on our older, more rare coins, and we've done extremely well on these in our last few boxes. I'll get into some of the nicer finds in a bit, but to start, we had 5 young queen portraits, of course, all 5 from 1964. We've been doing pretty well on these ones here. We also had a couple 12-sided nickels. The first one there on the left is from 1961, and then we also had another from 1962. And we had an American nickel. This one here is from 1960, and if you've seen our previous boxes, we usually keep the ones before 1960. However, this one was in great shape, and it was close enough, so I decided to keep it. And that's a really nice American 1960 nickel. And I've mentioned in a few of our previous videos how well we've been doing on the Canadian Wartime nickels. Again, those are the chrome-plated V nickels. Again, the V up here in Canada, that variety, not the American V nickels. But we ended up getting 8 more in this box, and they were all from one roll. And some of them are in better condition than others, but for example, this one here, that looks like we could clean that off a bit. But we've been doing extremely well on these 1945 Canadian nickels. We haven't found too much in the past, but we found, I believe it was like 15 now in our last couple of boxes. So 8 1945 Canadian nickels, and we actually did extremely well on our King George V Canadian nickels as well here. It seems our streak has been continuing for these ones. We found 3 in a previous box. The 2 on the right, they're not in the best shape. However, let's take a look at some of the years here. The first one there is a 1929. Second one is a 1929. I think that's 4 now in our last few boxes from 1929. Again, this one's a little bit bent. It's a 1935. And then lastly, a 1936. So again, really excited with these boxes. We've actually done extremely well on the King George V nickels, and before this week we didn't really have too many. I think we had 8 in total, so we're adding those at a much better rate in our last couple of boxes. So even though the percentage of 99.9% nickels are going down, we're still able to pull out these older rare coins, which is really nice. So I got a few more of the steel and copper nickels to roll back up, and as always I'll take those back to the bank and get myself a new box. As I mentioned in the previous video, hopefully the banks are a little bit more willing to give out full boxes. I enjoy a lot more to go through the full boxes than a few of the rolls. But again too, hope you guys are all doing great, and if you could like, comment, and subscribe, we always greatly appreciate that. But again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next video.